Hello everyone and welcome to a new reading. Today we are going to continue with MAMAMOO individual readings. Someone not too long ago just commented, "Hey, are you gonna do a Moonbyul reading?" And I was like, "Hell yeah," and here it is. So in her individual reading, we're going to check 4 different areas: her current energy, her career, her love life, and any healing messages that come through. And once again, thank you for all the love and support you have been showing to the solar one that came out like 2 days ago for me. But for you guys, it was last week. So let's start with Moonbyul's current energy and figure out how is she doing right now. What is her current energy? So the first card that came out is the Six of Cups reverse, the Ten of Cups reverse, and the Five of Wands upright. I'm curious. And on the bottom we have Justice. So it seems like right now, okay, I'll say this. So some time ago, there is a card, and I can actually pull it out because I have the deck right here. So I have this Pantha Oracle. That's what the name of these cards are. And there's one card here that is called Vow. And whenever I see it, it reminded me of the Six of Cups. So I told myself, whenever the Six of Cups comes up in any reading for any reason, I will see this as a promise. As it could be a promise from the past, from a childhood friend, or an inner child promise, but like a promise, right? So seeing the Six of Cups reverse made me think that someone may have broken their promise. So Moonbyul may have, oh, here it is, this card. I was looking for it while I was talking right now. So this is the card. This is the card that when I looked at it, I was like, it feels like there is like a promise of sorts, kind of like wishing for something and be like, and kind of making a promise with the universe, like you're gonna make it happen, right? You're gonna make sure it happens. You're gonna make sure it comes true. So it reminded me of the Six of Cups for whatever reason. So right now that it came up and it's reversed, it makes me feel that someone may have broken their promise, or Moonbyul may have felt like there was something that she wanted to accomplish in life at a certain point, like a certain age or a certain stage, and it didn't happen. So how should I put it? Maybe there was like, by this age I want to achieve this, or by this stage of my life I want to have done X, Y, and Z. So there's something that she was looking forward to in the future and it didn't happen. And because of that, there is a sense of disappointment because we have the Six of Cups reverse and we have the Ten of Cups reverse. So the Ten of Cups usually talks about a happily ever after, a fairy tale type of ending. It talks about emotional fulfillment. It is like the ultimate level of happiness of sorts, right? Like you've reached the end of something and there's like finally reaching that goal or that milestone that brings a lot of happiness. So I do feel that maybe when she was young, she had an idea of something or a plan, and now that she has reached that age, or she's coming close to that age, or whatever like timing thing she may have put in this dream or promise or wish that she had, she's kind of approaching it. And because of that, she may be having this inner conflict of sorts. Like, the best way I can describe it is, let's say that she was like, at a certain age, I want to have earned this much money, or this is connected to her emotions. So let's say she was like, at this age I want to get married, at this age I want to have found someone special, or by this age I want to have this and that. Like there's something that she was aiming for at a certain age, at a certain stage in her life, and since it's not happening, or she doesn't feel like there's a way to make that dream come true in the near future, she feels like she has to fight for it. So the Five of Wands talks about fighting, conflict, maybe even arguments, and competition. So there is a chance that she feels like she has to fight for it. She feels like, I told the world, or I told destiny, this is what I want, and it didn't happen. My prayers were not heard, or my wish is not going to come true. So now I have to put all the work in to make it happen. And I do feel this could be a bit stressful for her and a bit challenging for her, because she may not really know how to make this dream come true. So it is a bit frustrating for her. However, with this Justice card, it kind of shows that her dream will come true. Like there will be justice for her. Like whatever she has been wishing for and aiming for, it will come true. It will happen. However, it's going to be a bit unexpected. So justice talks about harmony. It talks about fairness. I feel that she may have felt that since this dream hasn't come true yet, it's unfair. It's like, I've put all of this hard work in it and I trusted that you know, the universe will have my back or something along those lines. And since it hasn't been fulfilled yet, she feels disappointed. She feels maybe even a bit angry. And she may be cursing the heavens like, come on, this thing is outside of my control. Why haven't you like helped me out? Like that kind of feeling. So the story for the Justice card, I kind of do remember it. It's talking about like the secret organization or secret military group services. But the whole thing is like they were just trying to like be underground and check and make sure that rules were being followed, the law was being followed, and making sure that if anyone was taking advantage of the community, they will be punished and stuff along those lines. So I do feel that Moonbyul may not necessarily see the process and may not be able to see how things are growing and how her dream is being worked on and her dream will come true. And instead, everything's being kind of like behind the scenes work. So she has not seen the process and the progress behind it. And because of that, she feels like her dream is not coming true. However, it is being worked on. Now, from an outsider perspective, what I can say is things are good for her. Like, things are going to get better. That's nice. Beautiful. But if I was in her position, I'll be so pissed. I will also be in her position where it's like, I'm so angry that things are not happening. Things are not coming true. But then the universe is like, don't worry, I have your back. Everything's going to be okay. Messages like those anger me. Because I'm like, if everything's gonna be okay, why doesn't it feel okay? Anyway, let's jump into her career and figure out what's going on with Moonbyul's career. We have happy reverse. And we have believe in the impossible. So maybe the dream that she had in mind is something related to her career. And right now she feels like it's not really working for her. It's not going in her favor. It's not like she feels like it's really outside of her control and she kind of just has to go with the flow. And that doesn't really make her that happy. So with the happy card reverse, it kind of shows that she just needs to trust that things will be okay. Try to focus on being grateful for what she has right now rather than what she's lacking. This happy card, I don't know if I've seen it before, but there's a sense of like life is advising her to be in alignment again. Because this Justice card, I didn't mention that it was about harmony. So I do feel that the universe is kind of telling her to be back into alignment, try to bring herself back together, try to, like, the reason why she feels her dream is not coming true is because she's kind of going off the path towards that dream. So she's falling out of alignment with it. And the reason why she's falling out of alignment is because she's not trusting that it's going to happen, which honestly, I understand where she's coming from. It feels like that sometimes when you're like, okay, well, I'm waiting for like that big promise that you gave me, you know. It's kind of like when intuitively you feel there's something great out there for you, but then you're like, but where is it? Like, what's going on? So I do feel that she's kind of, that's where she's at in her career. Like, she feels like, so where's the big breakthrough that I was promised? Like, what's going on here? So with this blue moon, believing the impossible, again, there is something big and outside of her control and outside of her expectations and her beliefs as a human. There's something very big out there that's going to happen, and it's going to require a lot of destiny and for fate and like for this domino effect to happen. And it is something that she can't trigger, and it's not something that she can identify at the moment. And because of that, she may feel like a wave, like she may feel like something's coming, but she hasn't seen that. I was thinking of waves, and then I was thinking of feeling dizzy because it's not fully in alignment. It's like she can hear the alarms of like an ambulance, and she has heard it for a very long time. However, she has not actually seen the car pass by. So she's kind of like, I can hear that something's coming. I know it's happening, but I have not really seen it. So am I imagining this? And that's why I felt like the word that came up was like dizzy, right? A sense of like something is not working out, but it's like not really in accordance to her, like her senses are off somehow, and that could make her feel like she can't really believe or trust in in a previous sign that she may have felt or seen. So with believing the impossible in this blue moon, it feels like her dream is a bit time sensitive, so there has to be like the perfect timing. So things have to, the right people, the right place, at the right time, like something like that has to happen. And with this blue moon, it's like it's something that it's outside of her control, it's outside of her power, and it is very unexpected, and that's why she can't trigger it quite yet. And when I mean trigger it, it's like make that spark to get like that domino effect going. So it's something that she doesn't expect, and because of that she can't make it happen. Because if it was something that she was already expecting, then she could have just done it herself. That kind of feeling. But let's get more details of Moonbyul's career. 2 cards, perfect. So we have the 8 of Coins and the Knight of Cups. So it feels like the thing that will be coming to her is a job offer. So the 8 of Coins talks about someone that's perfecting their craft, someone that is working hard, someone that is working on perfecting their skills or working on their career, just going on finishing their work and something along those lines. However, the story behind this 8 of Coins describes, I think, this witch comes by and turns her brothers into geese. And that's why we have this in the background. And the only way that this girl can save them is by working hard on something to try to lift the curse. And it takes a lot of time and effort and a lot of energy. So I do feel that in this case, it kind of shows that Moonbyul has been working very hard in her career, has been doing a lot to make it work, to make it happen, to make it successful. And eventually an offer is going to come in, because the Knight of Cups usually talks about an offer. It could be love related, so maybe a romantic interest could offer something to her that will kind of push forward her career. But I also feel that this could also just symbolize someone that just really cares about her and her work, or someone that is able to acknowledge the hard work that she puts in and is able to bring this offer to her that is very promising and could be very successful for her. It is someone that has studied the field, or it is someone that has a bigger perspective on the industry that she's in. It strikes me as someone that is able to move the pieces and say, this is a project that you will fulfill, and it will create this domino effect of success. I do feel like this is someone that's going to be working with other people and could be creating some sort of network. And not only will it benefit Moonbyul in this case, but also other people. And she's just kind of like a cogwheel in this machine. And I do feel like this person is someone that, because you see this like eagle, it kind of feels like it's a messenger that came through and is like, so this is how the landscape looks, this is how the field is looking like, and this is the type of information that the person gets that allows them to have this like bigger perspective, this different point of view that could be very, very beneficial for Moonbyul. So I do feel like someone could be offering something to her, and that's why it's kind of outside of her control. It is someone that will come towards her to offer something greater for her in her career. So the reason why she's receiving this offer is because this person is able to acknowledge and identify her hard work, and is something promising and something in alignment with what this person is looking for. So she just kind of has to continue doing what she's doing, and eventually this person's going to come through, which I can understand why it could be frustrating because it's kind of like it's outside of her control. It's like, for how long do I have to continue doing this before this blessing comes through? Which, yeah, it's kind of challenging to continue trusting that things are going to work out. But let's go on to her love life and figure out what's going on with Moonbyul's love life. Wait. So we have Treasure Island. It felt like someone's coming towards her in love. Which again, it could be this Knight of Cups, or it could just be someone else coming through in love. Okay. So it seems like this person either could be a Cancer or could be very emotional, because I see all the moon cards just fly out. Or it could be someone that has a lot to say. Anyway, what's going on with Moonbyul's love life? We have New Moon in Scorpio with work through your fears. Maybe Moonbyul has some baggage in love that could make her hesitate or not really look forward to someone's offer or someone's approach. So this Treasure Island tells me that someone wants to come through and offer her the world and offer her a lot of beautiful things that are long lasting. So I have a feeling that someone's coming through and wants to offer something to her, probably a romantic relationship since we're in her love life, and it's something that's going to be long lasting, something stable, something grounded, but someone that is pouring their heart out to her. And I'm saying this because we have something is a turtle. This makes me think of something that's long lasting, something stable, something that is meant to be grounded and rooted in such a way that it's supposed to last a lifetime. So I do feel like someone could be coming forward and offering their love to Moonbyul pretty soon. It is someone that has been sailing the seas looking for someone, and she's a person that I guess this turtle is looking for. And we work through your fears. I do feel that this is what Moonbyul has to work through. She kind of has to let go of her baggage. There's a chance, because I didn't mention. Usually, I see one of the things that I see with the Ten of Cups, or something that it could symbolize, depending on what other cards come through, is like a wedding or marriage or something along those lines. So I do feel that for Moonbyul, she may have asked for a partner, or I don't know if Moonbyul is a hopeless romantic of sorts, but she may have asked for her dream person. She may have asked for like that lifelong partner, that sort of like soulmate, someone that felt like destiny, something along those lines. And she may have wanted to have a very long lasting connection with that person, and because of that, I do feel that this person is coming through. However, the fact that it may have taken so long, or the fact that she may have gone through other experiences that were not as favorable, may have caused a lot of fears and other things that may have had her like clamp up and not be too open to offers, and not be too open to other people coming through in her life. So this new moon in Scorpio kind of shows that one of the things that she's going to, I guess, start doing, or one of the things that she will kind of just go through, is overcoming fears. She's just going to go through a period in her life where she will be faced with a lot of resistance of sorts. Like, she will kind of start noticing that all of a sudden she's not so open to the idea of love, or she may like whatever baggage is holding her back from like starting a relationship or being with someone that genuinely wants to offer something good to her. She will start noticing like the cracks in her foundation, and by that I mean that if there's something that she's hesitating on, or something that she's worried about or doubting, or something that frustrates her, like those emotions are going to come forward, and she's going to recognize them, see them, and realize that those could be things that are holding her back from reaching this 10 of Cups that we saw earlier. So to be able to reach like her happily ever after. But let's get some more details about Moonbyul's love life. We have the Ace of Coins, so it's definitely an offer that's meant to be long lasting, an offer that is stable and grounded, an offer that could bring a lot of money in as well, a lot of abundance. So either she may encounter someone that is rich, or she may encounter someone that's super successful in their career, or she may encounter someone that is very lucky with money. So they're able to bring in a lot of what's it called? A lot of abundance. So they're able to get a lot and give a lot to other people. So I do feel this person can be very generous. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So 2 aces. This is someone that the moment they enter into Moonbyul's life, they're bringing a lot of new beginnings for her, because we have the Ace of Swords as well. So clear communication, someone that is straightforward, someone that is very good at communicating with themselves and with other people, someone that has very good judgment. So this could be someone that has a very good idea on how to work with businesses, how to manage money, how to talk to other people to create good negotiations or good partnerships when it comes to business. So I mean, this kind of makes me feel that it reinforces this Knight of Cups that we saw earlier. So if the person that is offering Moonbyul something substantial and successful in her career ends up being a potential romantic partner, then this also tells me that this person is very romantic and also very caring and gentle. So someone that moves based on, like, they follow their heart a lot. They kind of just act on their emotions. I'm not saying that they're impulsive, and I'm not necessarily saying that they're emotionally sensitive. I'm like to the point that is detrimental. No, I'm just saying that this person is someone that very grounded, very good at communicating their thoughts and their emotions. And they also have very good communication with themselves, and therefore they're able to work with their hearts in such a way that they're not afraid of showing it to other people, because there's like this sense of confidence and trust that this person carries, that it's actually it's a very silent confidence. Like, this person is not flaunting into other people like, I have it all. But when people look at this person, you just know that they have their shit together. That's the best way I can describe it. So let's close off Moonbyul's reading by getting out her healing messages. We have the Fox Spirit with Think on Your Feet. We have the Hawk Spirit with Let Spirit Be Your Guide, which with that, I thought it was an eagle, which I think it's still an eagle, but with the hawk, it makes me think that there's this sense of just trusting that things are going to work out for sure. Like, that's definitely a healing message for Moonbyul. Just trust that things are going to work out. Leave it to us, that type of feeling. And with the Fox Spirit, it definitely feels like right now is not a good time for her to take action or do something, because there's not necessarily a concrete path that she has to go through. But it definitely feels like the universe is kind of telling her to be ready to take action when that path or when that offer is being given to her. It's like, right now, stay still, just observe. But when you see a good opportunity, just take it. Just go for it. Don't hesitate. Don't be, and like, don't think, am I good enough for it? Is this really true? It's just go for it. And the last card that we have right here is the Wolf Spirit with Turn Knowledge into Wisdom. So, funnily enough, with this Wolf Spirit, it kind of feels like the advice for Moonbyul is to reflect, to continue reflecting a lot. It seems like the universe wants her to look back at her previous life experiences and her journey to kind of figure out what works for her, what doesn't work for her. Like, how does she get on her own way, in the sense of like, how does she put resistance, how does she hold herself back, so like that she's able to like clear that baggage, cleanse all of that, and being able to identify that, so like that if those emotions ever resurface, she's able to honor that and be like, this thing is triggering this other emotion, and I'm aware that that's usually how it happens with me. I understand that, and I'm gonna power through. That kind of thing. It's like, if she may have had in the past this baggage with relationships of not finding the right person or never encountering someone that could offer something good in her life, it's like the universe wants her to work on that by acknowledging that those emotions are there, so that when she encounters someone that is very promising but she's hesitating, she is aware that her hesitation doesn't come from a place of, I don't want this person, but it actually comes from a place of, is this real? Is this too good to be true? So that uncertainty is something that she can work through by acknowledging it, basically. And by being able to identify it and acknowledge it, she's able to actually power through and not be confused and be like, I don't like this person. But instead, actually being able to notice, no, it's because I'm afraid it's not going to work out. So let me voice those fears, and then that could be a very good way of working through that and maybe actually entering a very healthy, long-lasting, and beautiful relationship. So that is one of the examples as to how acknowledging those emotions that could hold her back could be used as not necessarily a tool to move forward, but making sure that it doesn't hold her back. Yeah, I definitely feel that there's a sense for her as well to just work with other people. I'm not saying that she's a bad team player. I'm just saying that being able to rely on others, it might be more digestible if she's able to figure out what's not working for her. So like that when she talks to other people, she's able to tell them, yeah, I'm going through this, or this is like, being able to say, you're not the issue, I'm not the issue, but this is the problem though. It's kind of like just being able to say life is life and not blame it on other situations and other things, or ignoring it and just allowing this to like continue becoming a bigger problem or something along those lines. So I hope that makes sense at the end. Now I will leave this reading here. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, thank you so much for all the love and support you have been showing my videos so far, and I look forward to seeing your guys' reaction on the other MAMAMOO readings. The good thing about MAMAMOO being a small group is that after Moonbyul's video goes up, we're technically halfway there, so that's nice. I hope you guys look forward to it, and I hope you guys are enjoying their concerts right now that they've been going around in the US. I think they still will be by the time this video goes up. That was the whole point as to why I'm working on MAMAMOO right now specifically. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. I hope you guys learned from this, or at least found it entertaining. And I'm sending you lots of love, lots of support, love and healing from my part to you. See you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Bye.